Yes lads, welcome back to the channel. New van? That's right, we just picked up a new Ford Transit Custom. We thought we'd treat ourselves to a brand new van, but today we are going to be racking out the back. So yeah, we're going to be trying to do it under £500 as well. There's a lot of companies out there that will rack it out for like £1,000, so we're going to see if we can rack out the back for under £500. I've got to go get all the bits, get all the wood. I've done a plan and hopefully the plan works. I'm still waiting on a couple more bits. Like, we'll go through the plan in a minute. Let me go get the stuff. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Let me get the stuff and I'll check in with you in a minute. Ply secured. That is knackering. 4 sheets of ply. Guess how much? Well, we did get some screws as well. We've got 2 boxes of screws, some wood glue, £150. £150 for some wood. Ridiculous, ain't it? But that's the first cost, and that is hopefully the main bulk cost. Hopefully we're just going to be doing the whole thing out of 18mm ply. So as you can see, nice, fresh, open, nothing in here yet. We've got the ply, we've got the screws, we've got the glue, and this is sort of the plan that we're going with. So we've got a compartment for the steps, 2 empty open units, probably going to keep my drinks in there, and then we've got a slide-in drawer to go here, and then we're going to try and save that middle bit so we can get 3 metre lengths straight through the middle, hopefully. Progress so far. So the carcass is in. This is going to be the pull-out drawer, 1200 500 wide. Hopefully, I've got the measurements off Screwfix, so hopefully it fits in there. If it don't, that's going to be an absolute nightmare. We've got the floor done. That is tight as anything. This floor is not moving for anything, but yeah, pretty much so far. Obviously once the lid goes on, that will secure everything, but we've just left enough, hopefully, that the lid on top will sit flush. Right, so now we've got this one in for the drawer. We've now got to do the one for the ladder. So I think I'm going to make it about 1.8, 600 wide. The ladders are usually about 500 wide, but we give it a little bit of play. And then yeah, so now we've got this one to get in. Let's get it done. The only thing is, I'm thinking of the middle one going the whole way across, but the only thing is, it's like 220, so, well, it's basically a sheet. If we go one there, we're gonna lose, because I need enough ply to do the. So what I've been using is this bit of wood as a guide to keep the skill saw nice and straight. If I can get the screw in. False floor. Now I need to go 1, 5. 1, 5 down here. 1, 5 up here. To hold them together, we're going to be professional and use wood glue. What have we got here? Weatherproof wood adhesive to seal them together, plus the screws as well. Big blob of that. Stick one in it. Battery's done. Alright, we got a new battery for the impact. Screw these in. And then to secure it in place, we're just going to screw it straight to the wheel arch. That should hopefully slot in here. Like that probably. That'll do it. That slots in there like that. Basically went to Wicks's at 4 o'clock and it's currently 7:15. So what's that? 3 hours we've been doing this, but we got stopped in Wicks. Today everyone just wanted a piece of me. So yeah, we'll carry on tomorrow and hopefully get a bit more done. This is going to take flipping forever. I suppose if we're trying to get it under £500, labour not included, basically. Feels like we are finally actually getting somewhere. Honestly, yesterday felt like an absolute mission, but today we are absolutely smashing it out, to be fair. Honestly, I bought the bentest bit of ply you could imagine. Let me tell you that. Honestly, this was so hard to keep straight. Obviously, I cut it the full length, but it was so difficult to keep straight. But we've got our ladder insert here. We've just made a little boxing in because I want to make like a little hop up, like pull up unit to go in there. Don't know what I'm going to store in there yet, but it's going to be like a little secret unit. And then I think we're just going to be leaving that area as it is. So it's just open, you can step in there, get to the racking. This is all going to be the racking area on top of the false floor. Now, time to get the lid on. So this is going to be sort of like an L shape lid, hopefully. I'm probably going to have to do it in 2 parts, but it's been a little while since the last clip, but we're back with the transit van build for electricians, and we've had a delivery of something for the van build. So let me show you the progress that we've done so far, because I've needed to get it up and running to get it out on the road so I can work out of it. But what have we done so far? In terms of the floor is all done now. So this is what I was talking about with the 3 metre lengths. We can slide the 3 metre lengths straight through. That is going to be for this bunker box, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got our steps compartment, and then we've also put our racking in from the previous van. This was an absolute nightmare to get in because of how tight it is to the ceiling, but it fits, and it fits like an absolute glove. So that is the progress so far. Today we're putting in the bunker box. So this is the bunker box, and what a beast this is. So this is like reinforced steel, tool storage, drawer system, so you can just pull it out the back of the van. It's got a locking mechanism, so you can lock it all up and keep all your precious tools in this large beast. Because we was waiting a while for this to get delivered, what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to cut down this line, because obviously all the racking's mounted to this side, so we're going to have to cut down this line, get this bit of ply off, and then we can start fixing the bunker box. So it does come with these screws, which you can obviously screw through. Then you can also bolt it through to the actual van itself, and then you get these brackets which also you screw onto the side and then screw them down. So security wise, it is absolutely spot on. Honestly, if someone was to try and get this out, it would be a nightmare. And that is the end result. We're still going to put the flooring down, put all the trims down, but look how cool that is. And also a secret little feature which is hidden somewhere in that box. I'm not going to say where, because that'd be stupid, wouldn't it, if I told you where it was. There is a place to put an Apple AirTag, so you can track the box. You're basically tracking the van, so 2-in-1 tracker, which is a brilliant idea. This is the final piece of the van build. We finally got a little bit of time to finish it off. We had to get the van on the road so we can earn some money, but now we're finally finishing it off, and today we're going to be installing the floor matting and getting the secret compartment all buttoned up. So let's get installed. Recap, we got the racking in, we got the false floor done, we've got our 3 metre compartment, so our 3 metre length slides straight through into the front cab, and then we've got our step ladder compartment, our bunker box for all our tools, and today we've got the matting going on. And also we're going to try and find some silver trim to go along the top. In terms of flooring, what we're going to be putting in. So on our previous van, we had the 10mm rubber matting that just clips all into place, which lasts ages. I thought like it might just get a few rips in it and things like that because it's like a foam matting, but it honestly lasted forever. So we're going to be getting the exact same. So we're going to head down to Screwfix, go get the matting, go get the screws, and yeah, also try and find some silver L trim. Thank you.
Lovely.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers, thanks. See ya. In terms of matting, we actually went to Screwfix and picked up this internal locking black floor matting, which is like a foam 10mm thick that just locks into place. It is so simple and easy to use. Like I said, I used it on the previous van. The first thing we had to sort out is this little secret compartment. So as mentioned before, I was having a little secret compartment, which it is pretty decent to be fair, but we had a little bit of a situation. So basically I've got the father-in-law, because he's meant to be a chippy. I've got the father-in-law to like cut it in, because I was going to route it and cut it and all that jazz and just over complicating it, and then it was just a bit much when we was doing it, and it just totally got messed up. So I've got to redo this part. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about with the secret compartment. I don't know why, but we sort of just drilled it through there so then we can cut it out, when we could have just cut it with multi-tool or circular saw or even a jigsaw. But yeah, it is what it is. So now I just got to cut this. But this is what I'm talking about with the secret compartment. So it's like a lid, but when the matting's on there, it's going to look secret, basically. So yeah, we're gonna try and just cut this out first. Right, so the only problem we have got is the racking's already in, so I'm gonna have to like do this bit of flooring first, pull the racking over, then push it back. But first things first, let's clear it all out. What I am thinking is if I just line that up there, is that a cut bit? Is that a circular bit? Or is that a cut line? What I'm thinking is if I just put that on there, like that, and then just mark around it. Is that cut? Oh, I don't know how well this is going to go, because they're not bang on measurements. It's a little bit of a screw whiffy cut. Moment of truth. Will it fit? Oh, mate. Have a word. Have a word. No, it don't fit. Oh, mate. Let me try the other way. I'll make sure it fits. Bastard. Right, it's no it's no great chippy work, but it fits. This was the most awkward bit of wood I've ever had to cut. Honestly, it was it's a bit tight still, but that's why I'm going to sand it down with a sandpaper. But yeah, because it was just, it's all just lopsided. This whole van is lopsided, so it was difficult to do. But yeah, got there in the end. Right, let's get installed. Right, so that goes there, that goes there. What I'm going to do is just cut all these off, like so. Nice sharp blade. Definitely cut this out somehow. Hopefully come apart. Oh, little straggler down there, but other than that, a little bit rough here. Now this side's done. Screw this back down. Just line it up and then tap it in. Tap, tap, tap. And then we do. Then we get some black little drywall screws. Screw it down. Each corner. And that is job done. This was so painful. I didn't realise how long this was going to take, but because my van was a lot smaller last time, that took like twice the amount of time this one. But we've finally managed to complete it. I say finally done, we've got one more trim to do, but other than that we have completed pretty much all the flooring and the secret compartment. I've just got to put a little something in for this, but that is the secret little compartment. It is literally a knife blade cut, so it blends in so well. It'd be pretty hard to tell, I think, from a distance anyway. But yeah, that's the secret compartment all done. Not sure how I feel about these plastic trims, but it's a van, innit? I wanted the black ones, but they're like 36 quid a length, so yeah, we went with the plastic ones. That is going to wrap up the ultimate van build, an empty transit van completely converted to suit an electrician's needs. So yeah, we totally racked out the floor, got the racking in there, all the flooring, secret compartment, 3 meter lengths compartment, steps compartment, completely done the whole lot from scratch. So I hope you've enjoyed. I know I said at the beginning of the video, I said we try and do it under so much money, but I think that just went out of the window. But I will put the full costings in the description, and then I'll put the full cost about here right now of the whole van build. And yeah, see if it's worth you doing it yourself with the labour. I've probably done like 3-4 days 3-4 days probably on it. So is it worth doing it yourself, or is it worth just getting a company to do it, pay them a load of money and it just gets done in one day? Let me know down in the comment section. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the ultimate van build. If you have, please smash the like button, please hit the subscribe button, it is much appreciated. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers, so hit the subscribe button and I will catch you guys on the next one. Stay grafting.